here to brighten, enlighten, and ignite your day. It's day 20 of my 45-day performance sprint. I'm talking today about this idea of a command central. Now, when mail comes in, it typically comes in here on my countertop, and I have this folder, which is so awesome. My son Grant usually brings the mail in, and then it lands here. And so what I do is I sift through the mail, and then I sort anything I can here in my 2017 file, which has stuff for like taxes, and then I have business, like investments, what else do I have here? Medical, rental, and then like quarterly kinds of statements. So this is my first stop of eliminating 3/4 of the mail, I would say, half junk, and then a quarter of what I need to just file away for statements, and then the rest I bring downstairs. So let's go check that out. Okay, wait, before we go downstairs, I thought of a lot of paper that comes into our house are the kids. So one thing, this is also kind of command central for them. I have a section for each boy, which helps. So this is like Garrett's section of stuff. And then in these drawers, I have like Grant and Gavin's section. So that just is a placeholder for all the paper, which is really nice. And then I'll show you where the rest of it goes. Okay, so as I'm done in the office, a lot of times I don't have time to sort it right away. So I have cleared to neutral, if you remember that term, finally, and have an empty drawer. Woohoo! This is what I'm going to do now, is just when I run down and I have a pile of things to go through, put it in this drawer. So if I don't have time to sort it. Typically it ends up here or down there, and then it just piles up. I see it and I realize I'm not getting through it. So I love this empty drawer where I'll just put things in. Then I have my 3 binders here that I've created. You've seen this one before for my weekly goals and plans. Now what I did add, if you recall some of those file folders I had gotten before, so I decided since my focus on this is my weekly plan and what I want to do, and then I put my weekly binders here. So for example, Monday, I can look at, now that I've planned my week, is there anything that I plan to do on Monday? Then I can put the information in here and do the same for Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, all the way through Sunday, and have these great file folders. So then if I know for sure this is the event that's happening on that day, boom, there it goes. Super excited about that. Now, what will help me when I'm planning out my weeks is to use these 2 binders. Now, this binder is going to be kind of my monthly projects to do. I'm not going to show you anything yet because I am not quite there yet. So this part I'm still building, so I will let you know about that when I get there. But I'll be able to kind of take a look at on a monthly basis each week, what should I be focusing on. But this one I'm super excited about because remember over here, right, all these like piles stack up. Now the piles are transferred in this magic binder. Again, this idea of a command system where you just touch your papers once or twice. You're not just moving them all over. So because I divide so much of my life into these domains or roles in my life, I did the same here. And what's kind of fun about this is I actually had these tabs divided, and I had tried something like this years ago then that I didn't use, and now I'm kind of coming back to because it seems to fit. So that's what I'm finding is I've done a lot of this work. I just haven't necessarily stuck to it, or it hasn't been the right system for me at the time. But now I totally want to do this. So what I'm thinking is these are all my to-dos that I haven't done yet in this particular role. So for myself, for example, here's the kind of information and things that I have that I want to follow up on. And then I do the same thing for being a wife. Like my husband's on a trip right now, so I have his information. And these are all kind of follow-up to-dos for us. It doesn't mean I have to do it now, though, which is cool. So then each week I can look through here and start to get rid of things for that role for that week. And then this was really important for mother. And what I did is, because I had quite a bit for each boy, and to separate it, I did that. So for example, last night I talked to Gavin about this. I was like, Gavin, do you want a yearbook? And he said, no, I don't want a yearbook. So I said, okay. And then now, boom, 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 in the garbage. One thing out of there. All right. Then, okay, well, I'll show you that other part. So then I have each of the boys, which is super fun to have. And then I go through family, friends, and then same thing for kind of community, career, which all buckets into my little 10 buckets that I have on my roll sheet, which is really good. Okay, so these are like to-dos though, that I still have to take action. So ideally, like my empty drawer, I would love to have this empty, which means that I've kind of done all my to-dos. But then the other thing is there's things that you need just to store and file, and so that's what I have over here for now, just to show you as a demonstration. So then I have similar, I would say kind of rolls here as well, like kind of my Janae things. Here's my John and I kind of home stuff. So these are things like I've filed away that I want to be able to kind of keep track of. And then like for each of the boys, like they have ID numbers, school schedules, just some things that like they're his current schedule. He's in this elite soccer program, so I have his guidebook. So also things that I don't want to file away for good, but that I still might need. A big summer folder, our trips, road trips, some family things, you know, a couple clients that are relevant for me right now. So this is fun, it's portable, it's easy, it's just simple of the things that match my command central here. So this idea of just being able to really have a system that works would be great, because what I was noticing is I do really good up there. Like my habit is effortless upstairs where I sift through the mail, but then it was piling up here, and then in both these drawers I would just have this stuff, and it was driving me crazy because I just looked through it sort of because I didn't want to deal with it. But now I know which roll it is in, and I've gone through it all so that I can eliminate it and continue to increase my peak performance. So from my heart to yours, be love.